Welcome back, guys. Today I am reacting to massive YouTuber abuses copyright system again by Ref says this too, and let's see what he has to say about it, because I assume it's about, if I recall it correctly, speed. The Actman actually had a giant kerfuffle because of that a while ago, but it's just an assumption from me that it just got dug up again. And he actually got caught by doing the things he did, and he was a scammer. But that's an assumption. So let's just hear what it's about. But if you like my content, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, notification button, show me and have some love. Just like this. The sub button here. You know what to do. Let's start.
Guys, we're here. So today we're going to talk about some YouTube copyright shenanigans. But first, I have some good news for you. Whether you're celebrating the 4th of July or the summer in general, my official flavor jar is back at Advanced GG. You can see me right on the label there, and it's Rocket Pop flavored, which I'm told by many of you is your favorite flavor from Advanced GG. This is going to be available in a limited stock, so if you want to get this, they're going to sell out pretty fast once again. So act quickly, follow that link in the pinned comment, and make sure to use code REV.
I mean, that's bad for the people that actually want it, but hey, he actually does some good merch. It's actually quite outstanding. I hope after I get this for that, I get some freaking good ideas for people that actually want to buy some stuff, because I have no idea how I would do that. But first of all, I actually have to get my character right and get him alive, but it still needs a lot of time. So
at checkout to get 10% off your order. So like I said, we're going to be talking about the YouTube copyright system today. The YouTube copyright system is garbage. Everyone knows it. It's constantly abused by scammers, bullies, and alike. And one of the most frustrating cases is when...
Yep, sadly, he's correct about that. And I'm not even gonna freaking, like... You can literally open a firm and just freaking scam people out of their money time and time and time again. And YouTube, because I don't even blame YouTube for it. At the end of the day, they cannot take a side. Because if they do, they make themselves legally... like, they can be legally attacked at this point. And do I think they should? Yes. They should definitively take a stance on a lot of creators. And I mean, like, someone like QSC. You know, the freaking... people that just basically steal content and don't add anything to the freaking content in any matter or thing. So, in my opinion, this should be actually shut down. But hey, it won't, because they cannot afford it probably. And YouTube even actually likes SS Sniper, so I doubt it would happen there. But hey, this was a tangent. Oh, damn. I hope you just know what I mean here.
When YouTubers weaponize the copyright system to either silence their critics or to take ad revenue away from other content creators. This has been a very relevant topic recently. In fact, multiple YouTubers have been caught using the strike system to literally remove videos that are critical of their content. And also, people are now talking about iShowSpeed. I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware of his channel. He's one of the most popular streamers in the world. But a lot of you probably don't know that he has a very, very controversial history. And
by the way, this effing guy actually has the balls of actually copywriting with this freaking character. Really? Really? And you fucker actually think that it's okay for you to... Okay, yeah, you know, like, stealing a character totally, like, come on, dude, like, come on.
Involving copyright abuse. Back 2 years ago, he faced a massive scandal involving copyright abuse, and it seems like he hasn't learned his lesson at this point, which leads us to Kirsha, the VTuber who is in the center of this recent wave of copyright abuse. One of her recent streams on YouTube was claimed because she showed a 2-minute section about iShowSpeed. She did a 2-minute fair use reaction where she provided plenty of commentary to this iShowSpeed clip, and it was claimed on behalf of someone with iShowSpeed And not only did they claim the 2 minutes that she talked about iShowSpeed, they claimed the entire stream and all of its revenue. The 5.5 hour long stream. They took the 2 minute section where he was on the screen and they claimed the entirety of the stream after that. That's how far it goes. Now, always when you get a copyright claim, you got to check who it's coming from, because oftentimes scammers try to impersonate companies and other YouTube.
Yeah, and by the way, I don't understand how this is like, even if YouTube, like YouTube itself, by saying, okay, show me which one is it, like, where did they copy it? Is this the way? Like, show me how long was this, how long was the clip? Because, okay, to be fair, if it's a 2 minute video, they claim a bit of it, okay, fair game, they should get something out of it, good. Let it be like some percentage of the entirety she actually made. I mean, for the 2 minute clips, like a percentage of that. But the entire thing, like, can't you just say, hey, 2 minutes right here from here to here, we're gonna claim those 2 minutes? Or the exact thing, like the exact amount of time that the clip was actually shown. Not the entire thing. That's freaking sick. And I don't even know if there is any legal thing that YouTube, like, if they just take a stance of, yeah, show it exactly. Where was it? And then if they get in trouble because of that, I doubt it, but okay, good.
YouTubers to steal ad revenue. Well, here is the group that claimed it, the Thumb Media Affiliate. Now, seeing that, you might think, oh, that looks like it might be a scammer or someone who's unaffiliated with iShowSpeed trying to take advantage.
Nope. They just don't use his name, so he stays clear of it. That's all. It's on his behalf. Yeah.
Advantage of the copyright system. Well, that is definitely not the case. It is definitely very closely associated with iShowSpeed. And I, like Kirsha, were not aware of the extensive history that iShowSpeed has with copyright abuse on YouTube. Here is a video from the Act Man. I'll put a link to this in the description. It's very helpful in understanding what happened back in 2022. And we're going to watch a few clips from that. But to give you some context, in the summer of 2022, there was a big influx of YouTubers reporting that their videos had either been claimed or striked by the Thumb Media Group. And all of those videos that were claimed or striked had one thing in common. They all involved iShowSpeed.
The claims may not have been filed by Speed, but they were filed by Thumb Media, and there were plenty of victims.
Internet of J, Jabroni, Tipster, Matt Radiant, Internet Anarchist, Omni, Papa Gut. These are just a few. And most of these creators were completely blindsided by this.
Nobody thought it was iShowSpeed because he denied it. He denied knowing what was going on, and I figured that was fairly obvious and easy to believe.
And everyone naturally assumed the same thing. This was yet another example of how broken YouTube's copyright system is, because there's a company out there impersonating iShowSpeed and claiming rights to his content when they obviously shouldn't have those rights.
So as you can see, when it comes to those claims, they did not discriminate. Small channels were hit, even large channels were hit with these false claims and strikes. And a lot of people looked at this and they said, here's this Thumb Media Group, and then here's iShowSpeed. At the time, he was one of the quickest rising channels on YouTube and was already a millionaire at that point. So why would he, number one, try to get this ad revenue out of people when he's already very wealthy?
Because he wants more money. It's not about anything else. Just because, yeah, he wants extra money. For free. Doing nothing. Just as I do. I also want money for free. Doing nothing. But I'm actually willing doing something. And I wouldn't, like, for F's sake, really doing this stuff. And I mean, he got away with it. So why not? He got a bit of slack because of it, but he, at the end, his viewers don't give a shit. They probably think it's funny. Endangering the livelihood of other people, yeah, that's funny for them. As long as their favorite YouTuber doesn't get it, they don't give a fuck. So yeah.
At the time, and on top of that, why would he risk his PR by going around and committing the cardinal sin on YouTube, that is filing false claims against people to either silence them or steal their revenue? And a lot of people just were confused, and they thought clearly this must be a scammer. And that's what he was running with. Initially, iShowSpeed for months was trying to paint the picture that he had nothing to do with them. In fact, he even went out and virtue signaled about them. He tried to shame them for false copywriting his fans and treating them so poorly. And in other clips of him, he would pull up articles and videos about this situation and all the claims, and he would sit there shaking his head in utter confusion, acting like he literally had no idea who this Thumb Media Group was. Well, as it turns out, that was a lie. So after months and months of pressure, especially when bigger YouTube channels started taking on this situation and starting to ask questions, also, it seems like there was pressure from YouTube, the platform, which forced him to eventually make a statement months later that confirms that he was running that group the whole time.
YouTube asks y'all to stop spamming about these emails, about the Cardigan and the Thumb Media affiliate. That is me. It's one of the
And as I said, this is scummy behavior. He should be exiled from YouTube. For this, yes, he should be exiled, but he didn't. He got clean away. What happened? Nothing. Just because he has to say sorry now, that's somehow a punishment for him. Nah, I don't see it. I just don't see the punishment behind it. The only punishment that would be actually fair if he actually had to pay every single person he harmed back twice of the amount, because, well, he actually distressed them, and the money is worth way less now than it was at this point. Or way less. I am overdoing it a bit, but you get the gist. Just so it actually harms him in some way, and just freaking ban him. This is it's just how the F, like, even I am thinking about it right now. If I can really just get away with it like this, how the fuck? Why wouldn't I do it? It's the only thing that just says, in my opinion, the only thing that stops me from doing it is basically because I'm not scum. I don't want to be scum. I don't want harm other people's livelihoods just because of my freaking greed. But not every person on this world thinks the way I do. And this will happen. As long as there aren't actual punishments, this will just continue happening. And this isn't the first and not the last guy that will do it. Again and again.
To let y'all know, everybody know that. So, would y'all guys please stop? Thank y'all. Love y'all.
That's right. After denying it twice and having his fans constantly pestering him, Speed finally told the truth. And it was a sad day for his fans.
This is where it gets interesting, because a couple of days ago, Speed uploads a YouTube short on his smallest, least active YouTube channel, and he basically admits that he was actually behind this corrupt and horrible behavior the entire time.
YouTube asks y'all to stop spamming about these emails, about the Cardigan and the Thumb Media affiliate. That is me. That is me. That is me. Just wanted to let y'all know, everybody know that. So, would y'all guys please stop? Thank y'all. Love y'all.
Betrayed.
And what I love is the phrasing of it. You know, YouTube asked me to get you guys to stop spamming about Thumb Media, about Cardigan, about my own companies that I'm using to abuse the copyright system.
It's been him the entire time. So the whole time people were saying, this company is fake, they don't represent Speed, Speed would never do that. It's him.
So not only did iShowSpeed through Thumb Media go around claiming and striking down hundreds of videos over the course of months, he actively lied about it. For months on end. He acted like he had no idea who this group was, when in reality, he was directly in control of it, and it seems like he was...
Yep, he was the mastermind. Yep. And, yeah. And I'm gonna be honest here, like, totally. As disgusting as this is, as freaking abhorrent as it is, it's just abusing the rules in a game that's just rigged like that. I still fault him. It's still his fault. But he played the game correctly. He played and made a lot of money out of it. He played good. And good plays, well. Sadly, as it is, the scummy behavior got rewarded. He didn't really get punished. So yeah.
Only making this statement because he was likely forced to by someone, maybe even YouTube itself, and he did it on his alt channel too. He didn't even post this on his most popular channels. He tried to basically do this out of obligation and try to hide it. And it's really just a crazy situation. The dude committed the cardinal sin on YouTube and did it at a very high level, hundreds and hundreds of videos, and somehow he got away with it. People say he is uncancelable, and you know what? They might be right, because I don't know anyone else who could do this to the copyright system and abuse it in the way that he did, and somehow everyone just forgets about it and just keeps on going with his career. It's absolutely insane. And I want to show you one more thing, one more clip from this Actman video that shows the level of insanity involved in this. Even when they admitted some fault here and started releasing claims and saying that they're not going to do this behavior anymore, they were still taking hundreds of dollars of ad revenue away from individual creators.
Turns out Maddie filed a dispute that got rejected. She was scared by the potential of getting a strike, so she didn't appeal it or pursue it further. Enter Internet Anarchist, who blows the lid on this story with Aiden Ross and Thumb Media and makes it go viral. After seeing the heat being put on Speed, Ross, and Thumb Media, Maddie decided this was the perfect time to submit another dispute. And would you look at that, the claim was reversed. I wonder why it wasn't reversed the first time. It's almost like generating huge amounts of controversy spurred Thumb Media into reversing their illegal copyright claims. Funny how that always works that way, huh?
But wait! There's more!
Because even though the claims were released, Thumb Media still took the revenue from her.
Yeah, you can just see the level of pettiness there. And overall, with these claims, do I believe some of these were used to silence critics? Sure, I do. But also, some of the videos that were claimed or struck down were positive about Speed, which led to a lot of the initial confusion because people were thinking.
I mean, yeah, it's a smart move. If you want to scam, you have to scam like that. That's actually a correct move. Don't just take the negatives, also the positives down, and people would get confused. Yeah, I mean, genius move. Still shitty, but genius.
To themselves, why would he be striking down videos that are positive about him? But in the end, I think there's one key thing that is consistent throughout all of these claims, and it's about money. I think a lot of this is to drive revenue, and whether he's a multimillionaire or not, he is still clearly chasing after money in this regard, and this is the tool he's using for it. And it's crazy to see this still happening in the year 2024 when he is arguably one of the largest content creators in the world, and this is still happening. And it's the pettiness, claiming an entire 5-hour and 20-minute stream in its revenue because a fair use 2-minute section of your clip exists in it is absolutely insane. It is next level of greed. And I don't really know what else to do at this point because this seems like it is a rampant and consistent abuse of the copyright system, and it just keeps happening. I'm shocked that it happened in 2024 once again, seemingly through this same group that is affiliated and owned by iShowSpeed. It's a terrible look. Again, the cardinal sin of YouTube. But where we go from here, I'm not quite sure. You can see she tagged Mudahar and the Actman in her tweet. I'll put a link to Kirsch's tweet in the description as well if you want to check out not only her thread but also her content in general. But for now, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below.
As always, freaking legend. Sorry, I've been eating again. I really have to find time for this stuff. But as it is, acolytes, good night.